All right. Now it's time to get to One Piece chapter 1155. We continue the Rocks Pirates. All right. This is Elbaf, but Pops ain't here. He's on a voyage. You're all puny humans? This is the first I've ever seen one moving around for real. Hang on, did you just say Pops, you're Harold's kid? I'm guessing he can still be reached even if he's away, right? What's your name? Loki. All right, Loki, just do what I tell you. Head on home and get someone to send urgent word to your Pops. Tell him to say, Loki has been seriously hurt. You've got to return to Elbaf at once. Watch your mouth. Do I look like I take orders from a human? You seriously expect my father to drop everything just cause I'm hurt? Yeah, right. Besides, someone as weak looking as you has no right to boss me around. Oh, shh. Rox's swordsmanship was renowned for its brutal impact akin to a giant hammer or cannon fire. It was said to blow everything in the surrounding vicinity away. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this? Why do you do this? Ah! You know why? You know why this hurts? This hurts because Oda really could have built up swordsmanship in a very unique way to identify the differences and in the paths of growth with swordsmanship. Somewhat like he did with Haki. Like saying that his swordsmanship is brutal. It's a brutal impact akin to a giant hammer or cannon fire. That's expanding swordsmanship in general. But because it hasn't been expanded throughout the entire story, I feel. All right, let me continue. There we have it. Loki has been seriously hurt. Harold's path crossed with this man once before. It happened during the reverie that year. So this is like pretty much like Divine Departure though, right? Divine Departure sent like Oden flying. It doesn't necessarily cut you in half. So it's like, is this the next step? Or could it go back to what Mihawk was saying in the Breath of I don't know. Someone attacked and kidnapped 5 of the kings. The lives of those sovereigns cannot be used to extort Imu. Oh. No kidding, but it threw the Holy Land into total chaos, didn't it? This incident will be the first and last of its kind. Is that Gunko? An intruder made it all the way to the flower room, hidden deep within the Holy Land. The man claimed to be a Davy Jonesian pirate. He knew there was nothing more he could do in that moment, so he withdrew with these words. Whoa! Did I just become a rock stan? Did I just become a rocks stan? I think we're not realizing what just happened. He made it all the way to the flower room, casually watching Imu, and I'm assuming this is Gunko. And he says, whatever he does, he assesses this is not the time. But don't worry, I'll be back. Come on, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, they kind of paint him as a hothead. Like you get here, you gonna go crazy. He pulled up and said, I bet. So whatever he felt, whatever he saw, he knew there was nothing I could do in that moment, and he got up out of there. Made it all the way to the flower room? And this is different. This is not like Luffy. You know how Luffy is. This is really more like Blackbeard. This is a lot like Blackbeard, where it's like, you know what? Not the time. We'll be back, though. To the flower. Bro, I think what I love about this panel, too, is just how casual it is, right? This is also confirmation for him. I knew there was some other shit going on. What is this? Okay, bet. As of right now, and this may be recency bias, this may be me, I'm gonna just say it. And I don't think it's crazy. Rocks over Roger. All right? I got Rocks over Roger. I don't know. I respect more than anything him leaving. That's so fire, though. Naturally, this incident would never be brought to light. So ironically, on that very day, there was another intruder in the Holy Land. Look, it's so much bigger than a normal giant. I want it as a slave. We should kill it and have it stuffed. Guards, protect the nobles. Hot. I'm sorry the negotiations went south. I know trespassing is a crime, but isn't all this going a bit too far? This is not surprising from the Celestial Dragons. This is what I expected. That's why I thought Harold sneaking in there. I thought the first sight of him being at the reverie, they'll be on his ass like, yo, that's a big ass bodyguard. Where can I get one? Actually, I want yours. Oh, they're calling him the kidnapper. An admiral was murdered? The culprit run towards the castle. Proceed with caution. This must be the guy who kidnapped the kings. How dare he use me as a scapegoat? I'll show him. A giant in the Holy Land? Don't your kind lurk in the boonies? Okay, this is not surprising. This is not surprising. And I love this because they told us that Harold was him. Harold being this strong, I'm not mad at. This does wonders for giant stock. This is Loki upscale, right? It does wonders for giant stock and Loki stock in particular. Not all the giants, not all of them, some of them, the ones that matter. The clash between the two strangers blew everyone away within a 5-kilometer radius. Oh, not even touching. All right. I'm gonna say this, and in post, I'm gonna cut it out the stream.
I don't think I will.
This is higher than upscale as well. Oh, God. Let's move on. Vohahaha. State your name. Barahaha. It's Harold. I'm Rox. Angle your next strike toward the town. They'll enslave you if you get caught. Huh? Why? Don't ask questions. How do I get to Elbaf? The new world is that way. If you survive this, let's meet again, Harold. Yo, this is insane. Don't be ridiculous, as if I'd ever associate with a criminal like you. Rox had taken down a Navy admiral just moments earlier. Despite all the efforts to save him, the admiral did not survive. It was deemed the most grievous of sins. In the blink of an eye, Rox's infamy boomed. The event sent a powerful shock throughout the seas. Oda has mentioned this admiral getting killed a couple times now. This felt redundant. However, the death of that admiral, whomever it is, or who this admiral is related to, is going to be significant, considering it's been mentioned again. Sometime later, a ship carrying a great amount of celestial tribute to Mary Joa was attacked. The gates of justice were destroyed and the attacker fled the scene. The stolen funds were later used to support the Rox's pirate activities. Until that point, Rox had always acted against the world government, but after that, he started to target pirates too. Why? So he was the OG revolutionary. And then somebody destroyed the gates of justice. How do you destroy the gates of justice? In the world of pirates, there exists a long-standing tradition known as a Davy back fight. Pirate crews would compete in a series of matches, wagering their flags or even their crewmates in a truly ruthless game. No way he rocks, paper, scissored his way into a pirate crew. No way! No way! That's how he got his guys. That's how he got his guys. This was a theory, by the way. This was a theory going around that this is how it happened. This is a Long Land upscale. Yo, Silver Village is definitely the worst arc in One Piece now, bro. I know a lot of people put Long Land at the bottom. It is no way at the bottom, bro. Syrup Village is at the bottom. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Rox used this tradition to build his entire crew. They had won many scoundrels to their side before they even had a flag. They've got an amazing guy. You lose it when you see him. So he got Whitebeard, Shiki. He already got these guys, and he's like, yo, they got somebody dope, bro. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, y'all gonna like him. After that, they made their way to Elbaf. Oh no, I rushed home as fast as I could, but I'm glad you've already turned a corner on your recovery. Thank goodness. I know you're strong, Loki, but you shouldn't wander into the realm of the dead. Oh, damn. Dad came home? All right. Your son is hurt. You came home right away? Respect. Okay, so Loki feels the same way. Dad really came back? It has to be a coincidence. He couldn't have come for me. Rox, I've heard all about your crimes. What are you doing here? I missed you, Harold. Why is Rox trying to greet Harold like when Luffy greeted Zoro when he met up in Wano? Why is he acting like, yo, Harold, what's up, bruh? You gotta join my, okay. Who are these niggas? Is this Wang Ji? You gotta join my crew. The world government won't hear you out, right? You get it now? The time has come. Don't be stupid. If I anchor myself with a thug like you, I'll lose all the goodwill I've built up with my allies. What of it? Aren't those allies government pawns? What's the point of reaching for something that's impossible? You gotta level the playing field. Don't be a wet blanket, Harold. Elbaf has the greatest warriors in the world. If something churns your stomach, you should just crush it. He has some of Luffy's tendencies. Mindset-wise, he's more like Blackbeard. Again, we don't know how he got to this place mentally. However, the more I see him, the more he's drawn, the more I can understand where they don't automatically think he looks like Blackbeard, right? The more I see him, the more it's like, okay, you can squint and see Blackbeard, but honestly, you can squint and see Buggy as well. Not gonna lie. I see Kid as well. I want to say it. I want to say it because I know how people start to dogpile on Kid, but this is Kid's fit. Kid upscale? Kid should be an Elbaf right now. That's the old way. Elbaf has changed. People never change. That same bloodlust is still pulsing through you. You guys should know that if you follow a man like him, you'll only be led to ruin. Following that moron? Don't make me laugh. We're all completely out for ourselves. None of us would bat an eye if Rocks died. Shiki? The Wicked? We've never seen that. The Wicked? Well, that's not to say his plans don't have a certain appeal. They could prove very lucrative. Miss Buckin, the tech bandit. Have you heard of Hachinosu, the place they call the Isle of Exiles, or even Pirate Island? Countries all around the world send their worst inmates there as a form of penal exile. An Marlin, gangster from the West Blue. Okay. I believe Capone is from the West Blue, no? It was meant to be a barren island with no food, where all you could do was wait for death. Edward Newgate. So he doesn't even have the Whitebeard name yet. He's still Edward Newgate. Yo, I miss Oyachi, man. I can't even lie. But last year, the survivors started banding together. And why do you think? Okay, that's definitely Caribou's dad. I don't give a damn. That's definitely Caribou and Caribou's dad. Oh, that's Ochoko? Interesting. Wang Ji. Believe it or not, the island had a massive gold deposit. A shadowy organization found out and got involved. They helped the criminals amass a fortune. That really pissed off the government. Okay, so the goal here is that he assembled a bunch of people with specific sets of skills. These days, anyone who gets near the island gets swarmed by the hardened criminals. They'll strip you of everything. So then we cut a deal with the government. I asked, how much are you going to pay us if we take that island back for you guys? Once we get the money, we'll take down Pirate Island and split the mountain load of loot between us. But there's no way in hell we're just handing over the island and those criminals after that. Get it? I'll take charge of Hachinosu with these dumbasses under me. We'll turn it into a pirate paradise. I can already see the government and Marines standing there like clueless dogs. This is just a prologue to my life, using that island as me base. I'll crush the Navy, bring the Holy Land crashing down, and after that, I'm gonna be king of the world! Your enemies are too big. You're picking a fight with the whole planet. Say what you want. One day someone's bound to pull it off. There's no such thing as power that lasts forever. Join me, Harold. If we team up, we will be unstoppable. Quit inviting you. I told you I'm the king. That doesn't matter. The world. I'm going to claim it. The whole damn world. Loki suddenly realized he had found salvation. Yeah, I think if you're a kid and you hear this with an understanding, a kid that's royalty that's been treated like crap for the most part, right? Your dad showing up just to make sure you're okay. That doesn't change everything you've been through. 4 years passed. Harold continued rejecting the numerous invitations he received until one day, Rox's plan had finally reached its fruition. Backed by his monstrous crew, he would send shockwaves throughout the world. Set sail, you bastards! You try to put Zebek into Google Translate from Vietnamese to English and see what it translates to. Oh. How do y'all find stuff like this, bro? Zebek translates to buggy. Oh my God. And why Vietnamese? I love this community, bro. I love that.